For you guys also.
You were going to mention something about the loudspeakers at the Aquatic Station?
Are you going to let us hear the voice?
Do you want to hear it?
While he's looking that up, I got a question for you back there. Air conditioning, West End Concourse, is it ever going to get fixed?
It never worked?
It worked like a couple of years ago. You go down there, it's hot as hell right now, and the big issue.
You mean downstairs?
No, up right here, West End Concourse. It's it's somewhat brand new. It's what? How many was it? 5 years?
No, that's like 2 years.
The air conditioning still isn't working there. So what they did is they put up spot coolers. They got two big. This is small. They got two big Jagunda spot coolers there, and the cops end up sitting in front of them to keep themselves cool.
I mean, Penn isn't anything. We were just in the waiting room before it was hot in there. We had to put it
Oh, you go to Western right? Well, today it's not going to be fixed. It's not bad outside.
You know, the funny thing was where we were sitting, there's no air conditioning. But if you walk 10 feet towards the steps there, it was cool.
This
Here's
is
fun, boys.
this is the spot coolers. This is what you get.
You know what, Mark? You know
They
what
sit there.
bus drivers
They sit there in front of the cooler, so they stay nice and cool. They sit there and text it.
I was on one bus. We had a fight with the guy because he kept going. It was a woman. He kept going along. We had to give directions.
Like it didn't have.
Yeah.
You wanted to say that so badly.
And then one
Yeah, I
time,
know, but
he missed the wine dance station. So instead of continuing on, he went back to wine dance.
Here's the voice. These announcements we probably won't use. They're kind of old announcements, just old text, but that's what it sounds
We will
like.
keep you informed. Please listen for further announcements.
It's a woman.
Monthly tickets for next month are on sale now. To avoid long lines, purchase your tickets today or use e-tix to buy your ticket on your
You should get
phone.
like Morgan Freeman or.
You want a celebrity?
No, I'm just saying.
We
Well,
have
that's
celebrities.
Well, you've had celebrities do
It
those.
sounds
Yeah,
like
but it's not the
Siri,
same
doesn't it?
voice.
It's fine.
Or it sounds like Alexa. No, that sounds like Alexa.
You think it's too robotic? More character?
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, it
It's
sounds
the
like
information.
Alexa
No, I'm saying
or
it's
Siri.
the
It sounds like
information
Alexa.
that
Yeah.
matters.
Siri.
It's the information.
Not just the voice, it's the information.
Yeah.
The information is worthwhile. I personally.
All right, that's
You
fine.
guys.
Mark's campaigning for himself.
Am I out now? Or those are out now? Those are recording?
They're still there.
He's
Oh, I hear
next.
you. There's nothing
No, I'm
like
saying
hearing
You're
with
still
this,
there.
I'm saying now.
But Mark
Oh.
never did the your train is arriving. He
No,
he
he
does
always
the-
Mine never
Hi,
did.
this is Mark from the.
Yeah.
Mine never did. Mine never arrived.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
there you go.
I would just
Yeah.
ask that in all of your signage and all of
Yes.
your communications to please keep the disability community front and center.
Okay.
Is there a way we can get a copy of that, just a picture of the, what's gonna be there for the, when the train goes in, that kind of stuff with the green thing? Just to send to our members who aren't here.
The ones you showed. Those.
The only reason I say no is because there are a couple. I just want to make sure it actually happens. I mean, for example, if Bombardier gets debarred or there's a lot of stuff going on,
Yes.
there's always ways
What's
here.
happening with that?
I don't. I neither know nor could I comment. But you know, there are always ways that things don't get worse. So if I don't get that
I just
data,
meant just for our members, not to be out,
Oh,
just
I
say, this was
see.
today's presentation, they couldn't see it,
Right.
so just there's
Yeah,
two pictures,
I
just to
guess.
show them.
I'll send it to you.
That's all,
Send it
not
to
to
you.
go to the public. just
Okay,
to-
that's fine. Oh, that's fine.
Oh, and
Okay.
what I hope is a no-brainer,
Yeah.
when we have the new entrance, that will eliminate the problem that Larry Lee brought up, that there's no signage on 7th Avenue indicating where Long Island Railroad is in that station. You gotta go around to 34th Street to see it. So I mean, there's gonna be nice big signage to go along with this entrance, right?
Oh, with the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because I've been doing a lot of work in the Penn Hotel. We have studios there, and I never realized that when you go out there's not one sign
Yeah.
that says Long Island Railroad.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Amtrak,
Just
the
Amtrak,
transit.
that's it.
And you know, it's kind of funny. People like look at me and go, "Do you know what Long Island
Yeah.
Railroad is?" It's like, "What am I, a tour guide?"
The wayfinding in Penn is a big issue. I don't have a huge amount of control over that, but look, I agree with you on all these things, but fixing any of
Just
them,
know what you can do.
yeah, there's
Can
only
you
so
fix
much
those
I
signs
can
in
do.
Belmore?
Yeah.
Did
I'll
you,
ask.
could you address the thing with
Thank you.
Deer Park? With the fact that
You can't hear it in the waiting room?
there's no, either no speakers or they're not hooked up.
Interesting.
You gotta go outside to listen.
Is the in the waiting room's new?
It's brand new.
Huh.
And then if you want,
Yeah.
if you want other input, feel free to
Yeah.
call me.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm the tech guy, so to speak.
Thank you, Larry.
Something like that.
The deadline was until the 12th.
Perfect.
I run TV studios
I
and
figured I was gonna see
You
you.
take Metro North?
Thank you.
I take Long Island Railroad.
It says
Guys, I'm
Stanford.
sorry,
Well, that's-
I have
well,
to step out. Can I just have
I have an
permission to
office
do
in
that?
Stanford,
okay.
because I do the TV show, the People's Court.
Okay, cool.
I got you guys can continue if you want, but, the issue of cabs. When a cab is given, I guess license, whatever to use, can we find out what the requirements are, because I know people can get Uber, I get that, but there are cabs, that have no cabs. Like a Farmingdale, you go to Farmingdale now, the cab companies, they say, we gotta wait 40 minutes for a cab.
Gotcha.
Take a walk down.
So
If you
what,
go
what,
down-
if, if they're gonna get the ability to use the station, they have to, I think, some basic requirement, they have to have cabs. So I don't know, I know people who says we're giving this over, but you shouldn't have to do that. If you're giving permission for a cab company to use that station, then we'll get rid of them, don't let
Well,
anybody come.
we're not licensing or whatever the cab, all we're doing is leasing out either the space, parking spots for them, or like the booth. It's like for us, it's just a real estate deal of,
Well,
you can use the
I think
space.
I think you need to revisit that, because you're not giving it to, if I versus another company, you're giving it to them. If they're not servicing people coming off, then they shouldn't have that.
Are we talking about the money, what they charge? Or-
No, I'm talking about just having,
Oh.
just the fact that they use, that they're almost like they're the official cab company, because they got the van, they got the station there, they got the spots, they got the signs. It looks like they're the official cab.
Yeah, so I was,
company.
the one that I
Yeah,
was,
it looks like they're the official cab company for the railroad, and if you're getting money from them for the reason, then they have to provide the service, or else someone else should be able to use it, or have nobody have, and any cab can come in without any special markings. I'd just like to know what, and I know things are changing as I get that, but it's still, when you walk out there, I mean, I went to Farmingdale, and I went out there, and there were no cabs, and I even called on the phone from the cab companies, they all said, only 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and there were spots for them, and there's a thing that has their name on it, and there's no cabs, it's just couldn't be. So I'm opening up an issue. The gouging is a whole issue. We're gonna. That's not them.
no.
Well, we're gonna continue with that as well. But this is them. So that's why I just want to bring it up. You guys, you want to take over?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry guys.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Let me know how that goes, how it is.
It's
Might be-
really off Broadway, so I have back all the approaches.
How off is it?
My wife went to one of those
Yeah,
friends
well,
parties.
Oh, I'm just, where are they physically located in the city?
Different places. Different companies,
Okay.
different.
With the same thing.
Kind of a new thing. Yep. What's my
Yes,
bag?
yes.
Thank you. I sent that to you if you want to send that to Alfonso, which has nothing to do with this. Good night. It's the Alex Partners Transformation Final Report came out today.
Oh, it did?
It did.
What is that? I don't know what that
So
is.
that is the reorganization that was mandated as part of the budget.
It's online already?
It's online today.
Oh.
And so the statement, that's what I was just doing, so I apologize for that. Basically, the words rider and commuter do not appear anywhere in the 158-page report. So that is the point that we're really focusing on. There's a number of different recommendations, including breaking down some silos by creating new silos, including a gigantic silo that's headed by the CEO. So this is a copy of the statement that we drafted and we're sending out. There's some minor revisions to it. But essentially, basically, we're saying that riders should come first. Riders are the ones who are going to be the most affected. There should be public input sessions. That there should be a 45-day public comment period. And that we wish there had been a whole section that was dedicated, in fact, to riders. There's a lot of other stuff in here, but the capital plan, the 2020-2024 capital plan has been seen by the Alex Partners, but nobody else outside of some people. So we, express that as a concern also.
No, that hasn't been approved yet.
That has been approved.
Is that this one?
This statement,
With the final?
yes. This was just the statement.
So the capital, so it's.
Oh no, the capital plan hasn't been approved.
Okay.
But Alex Partners did a review, of the current slash last capital
Yeah.
plan, and looked at projects that are included in the new capital plan, the draft, or this 2020, 24, 20, capital plan, and did some cost comparisons and analyses, things to speed it up. But nobody else, including board members, have, I wouldn't say nobody, but very few people, no public, and many board members have not seen the capital plan, so that's a, continues to be a concern. We've been calling for non-town capital plan.
Oh, running the capital, I mean, rolling stock is part of the capital.
Yes,
We need more diesel coaches.
yes,
I mean, it's to the point of almost unsafe some Friday afternoons.
Yeah.
I mean, just people climbing over each other, it's ridiculous. And I don't know what can be done to get more coaches. And if we're not in this capital plan,
but
when it's another 5 years before we can even be considered to get more coaches.
I may be misspeaking, but I did hear Phil talking to somebody, I don't know if it was at the board meeting or somewhere else, like 2 weeks ago, that as part of the M9A procurement, he's fighting to get some more coaches. I think it's like 30 coaches added to that procurement.
Yeah.
Even though that's not gonna, it wasn't supposed to come till later, but you realize we need
Yep.
cars now. We can't wait till.
Oh, yeah, no, we're just getting,
So,
I mean,
so we're trying to get some additional cars as
Yeah.
soon as possible. 30,
that was,
right?
he
30,
did,
right?
he did talk about that, yeah.
it's to the point that as of last week, on Fridays, me and my traveling companion, we don't go over and take the 430 at Huntersville. We'll wait for the 444 because it only goes as far as Patchogue. It runs local, so we lose 20 minutes
Right.
out of our weekend, but we'd rather
You don't
ride
have to
home
change.
civilized
Well, you don't have to
Yeah.
change either, but,
than to be, it's just not enough. They added a fifth car on Fridays.
right,
But
it's not, it's crazy.
you need 6, 7, 8 cars on that train going out to Montauk and it's just
Yeah.
not there. It's just ridiculous.
And I would say also to that, because I take that as a 428 from Long
Well, actually,
Island
you
City.
were on the last
Right.
Friday. We both were on. Yeah.
Right, so I take that as a 428 from Long Island City. There's no signage at all in Long Island City about what track to go to. And there's nobody there.
It's
So-
all on the platform, right?
No, they've got the two
Oh,
the one
okay.
platform here, so they've got 2 trains here. But now that there's the construction fence or the whatever kind of fence is up, it's a chain link fence. So you have to go, it adds 3
Yeah.
minutes, but if you're pushing or pulling something or carrying something heavy, it would just, I just look for the conductor that I know, right? But if people are being encouraged to take trains there, then that would certainly be helpful to have. The signs are there, it just doesn't say anything.
Yeah, fire signs or something.
Yes. Also on the app, it doesn't say anything. And it will say it on, on any other app. I mean, on any other station, it will tell you which platform to be on. So that's, from the portals of the 10 people use the station, but the equipment, the availability is there to make it work.
I know you were on vacation when I sent it, but that's why I knew you were on vacation, but you didn't reply. But I actually sent a complimentary email about an incident that occurred, and I just wanted to be sure that you saw it.
That was nice.
We had, unfortunately, a commuter took a swan dive off the platform at Aquatic Station, and our train just barely missed hitting this guy. We managed to stop in time, but everything that was done was basically textbook. It was, they kept everybody informed, and that's a big thing for me, is, manage the rider's expectations.
Is this something we should know?
Once the train stopped, they go right on, there's a passenger on the track, a rider on the tracks, a person on the tracks in front of us, can't proceed. Then they proceeded to tell us that the person had a medical event. Then they told us we're going to have to shut down the power, so the TMTs. asked for if we had any medical people on the train, which we did, you know, could you please come forward? Once it happened, I mean, it's not like we got a play-by-play, but it was like, once the power was shut down, okay, the EMTs are on the tracks, they're assisting, you know, the customer. Then, okay, he's off the tracks, we hope to have the power restored shortly. And then, you know, we'll be on our way. So, I mean,
Since last year, there's been an emphasis on getting them to give incremental information. As we get new information, just
Yep.
say it, not just say,
Right.
oh yeah, like we don't know how long we're to be here, sorry guys, you know.
Yeah.
But I
So
mean,
not-
it was very, very professional, very, and it kept everybody informed, everybody knew exactly what was happening. Nobody panicked when, oh shit, the power went off. We knew why the power went off.
Right.
The power went off because they needed to let the emergency personnel get onto the tracks to get this person. So, it was great, I mean, 45 minutes late, but still, I mean.
But at least you know why.
We knew exactly why, step by step, and there was not one person on the train that I could see that was upset about the delay, because we knew, we were kept informed, and I thought it was great. And then, also, earlier, because I picked up that train in Babylon, on a connecting train from Spion, I got a little bonus, because, you know how I feel about ticket collections. And my biggest bugaboo is the scofflaw list. I mean, there are people on that list with 25, 30 times they've skipped.
Right.
And our guys nailed me on the connecting train. And I've mentioned it in the past, and the response I got from the railroad is, well, we don't want to hold up trains and this and that and the other thing. These guys did it the right way. I don't know when this guy presented the problem with him. Might have been Citywell, might have been Pacho. But they checked his, you know, they gave the ID, they checked his name. Hey, look, he's on the list. They called ahead to Babylon. Cops were waiting in Babylon for him. We weren't affected. We were just walking right across the platform to get on the Babylon train. And, excuse me, sir. They grabbed him. It was beautiful. I don't know how many times this guy had skipped, you know. But it was just nice to see that the conductors actually checked that list and taught somebody. So that was a good thing. And there was no effect to the riders. We all made our connection with no problem.
See, now you know that the 540 on our branch has been canceled, it's now the 547 or something like that, combined train. They haven't collected a ticket on that train all summer, all the time. There's a lady who I was sitting there the other day talking with, and she's like, oh yeah, I take this train every day because I haven't bought a ticket yet.
that's from Penn, that one?
Yeah, the 540 was canceled, and now instead of being the 540, it's like the 547 combined or something. She hasn't shown a ticket, and then there's another train that she takes in the morning. She hasn't shown a ticket yet. This one, she goes, I made it all last month, no ticket, and I'm going for it this month. I said, what else? She comes here, she goes, no, I'll buy one on the, I'll buy one on the app for that time, for that one day. She said she made it the whole month of July, and she's going for the whole month of August without buying a ticket. Oh, and people are photocopying tickets all over the place. I see it all the time. People brag about it.
Well, the problem is, once you went to the electronic tickets, you know, I don't know whether management changed the policy or whatever, you don't have punch days in
Is
it.
that real or is that fake? You tell me.
But the thing is, you don't
I
have
just showed
punch.
it to you. You're the collector. Is that real or is that
But
fake?
nobody actually physically handles it
No.
and
What
feels
they-
it, and, you
What
know.
they do is, and I told this to the police a while ago, but this is what they do. They'll take the ticket, they'll put it on a copy machine. They've already cut out the silver foil from another ticket, and they just put it back in their wallet with the little silver foil there. Once it's in there, you can't tell if that's real or not.
Unless you physically take it out
That's right.
and handle it.
And there's a group of people, I know who they are. One guy buys it and 4 people are sharing it. They travel together. And I see it all the time. Is that real or not? I went a month without it. With a photo. I had the real one and I photocopied it. I wanted to see what would happen. I got through the whole month in June. The guy actually gave the ticket to Mark. I said, here you go. Just nobody's checking anymore. And there's a ton of revenue that's missing. You get missed on, especially like that 540, whatever it is, that 547. That train is packed to the gills. And the few times I've taken that train, I've never got a shower.
What's scary too is not just the monthly people. You have some of the weekend warriors who are picking up on some of the stuff. There are people, 4:30 at Hunters is a good example. If they don't have a lot of luggage, they'll take the E train to Jamaica because they know that they're not going to get collected after Jamaica. I'm not throwing my train crew under the bus because they're great people and they try to do their jobs. They do check the tickets between Hunters Point and Jamaica.
Yep.
They literally, a couple weeks ago, literally were locked in their cabs. They could, because they ride in the back. They physically could not get out. There were so many people with so much luggage, they could not get out of their cabin. They were trapped in there until Bayshore, when enough people got off. And that's why again you need more cars. But all those people, anybody that got on Jamaica got a free ride. It's sad. I mean the amount of revenue that's lost is incredible.
The summer season is winding down, but it would be great to put some of these things together and figure out how we could make a difference.
At least for next year,
Next year.
Well, a lot of the issue is also because trains are combined because of the track work and all this kind of stuff. So the trains are more crowded
Right.
on a regular basis than they normally are. So the conductors, they don't want to fight to go down the aisle and things of that nature, not even once, but twice. That's why, like I said, every once in a while I've been working, I can get out at 5:40 and I get on that train. I'm not going to show a ticket. And every once in a while I see that lady and there's a tall guy, there's a tall guy who goes to the bathroom when the ticket guy comes through. He said goes to the bathroom when the guy comes out, because I did it once. So I said to the conductor, he was in the bathroom, he went and asked the guy for a ticket, he was pissed. And I buy a ticket from the conductor for $20 or whatever it is. He was not happy.
It's not a free ride.
And then also too, I'm not telling you how to stay at your trains or anything, but you have a 12-car train with two conductors and it's crowded. They're not collecting.
Can't.
And they even have codes. I was in a 627 a couple months ago, and it's on the loudspeaker 6 and 6. Remember safety first. It was a packed train, so in other words, don't try and go. It basically was, we're not collecting.
Well, and I watched the people.
Now they did collect. But was a lot of connections on that train. After Jamaica, they came by and collected tickets. After Jamaica,
I think I told you how you fake a counterfeit ticket, an electronic one. That's why I told you that. You heard that one? One guy buys the ticket and record 30 seconds of it like this. And then when the conductor goes by, I just hit play, and he sees it. And he's like, sorry, that's pretty fun. But and they just play it, and it's like it works. I see it all the time. When I see people holding phones over, I know that they're recording it, so that if the timestamp is a minute or two off, who looks at it?
Oh no, they just want to see that
it's
it's
moving.
moving. Once they see that it's moving,
Right, that's it.
and
They don't realize that mine's 7:03, his is 7:05.
So the conductor looked very closely at mine the other day,
Oh,
but that's because I checked it after, before Jamaica.
see, usually the guys, I just flash and they just flash their tickets in and out, and they're like, you can see sometimes on the motion that people do, you figure they've probably got a fake ticket. If
Yeah.
it's quick, it's one of these. The conductor goes by, they just do this. So by the time he goes by, it's too late.
I unfortunately have to actually.
so yeah, I gotta
Well, we have trains to catch.
Yep.
Do you have any questions for us? Thank you.
You want me to take a walk with you down?